Hello, my little blueberries. Okay, so I told you the Betterworks team invited me to cover their virtual thought leadership event, EmpowerHR 2025, and they did not come to play. The day was packed with bold ideas, big energy, and just enough chaos to keep things interesting. It was rapid fire, full of reactions, emojis, and genuine laughter. I sat in on the sessions, combed through the chat logs, and let me tell you, some moments had people fired up, others had them deep in their feels, and one even took an unexpected turn into the environmental impact of AI. Let's break down the realest moments from Empower HR 2025. Okay, so first up, we had Doug Dennerline, Betterworks CEO, who gave us HR's leadership roadmap to 2030. Doug opened strong with a message every people leader needs to hear. AI won't replace managers, he said, but AI savvy people will replace the ones who aren't. That hit like a shot of espresso, and it didn't stop there. Attendees took the conversation in an unexpected but important direction, talking about the environmental footprint of AI, its water usage, energy consumption, and long-term sustainability. Okay, ESG report. But what really landed, the no-nonsense delivery. One of the attendees actually said it best in the chat. Absolutely love the start of this session. No filters. Next up, we had Charles Duhigg, who gave us a powerful presentation on habits in transforming workplace culture. There's always one session that steals the show at an event like this, and Charles had us eating out of his hands. He had the chat on fire with his signature mix of storytelling, science, and just the right amount of fun. What made this session so beloved wasn't just the content. It was the energy, the humanity, the connection. At one point, someone literally wrote in the chat, "I want Charles to be my dad." And honestly, I get it. Another session that I thought was worth calling out was the product roadmap session, Beyond Performance, with Cheryl and Bhavya. This one had a quieter vibe, but that didn't mean it lacked impact. It was a roadmap session, so people had a lot to take in. There was a lot to absorb. Cheryl and Bhavya took us into the next evolution of HR strategy, one grounded in skills management, succession planning, and the power of internal talent. It may not have had the same fireworks in the chat, but it delivered practical and grounded insights. One moment that did stand out to me was a real talk scenario that Cheryl presented to us and dubbed the Julian situation, about re-engaging a disengaged employee. She's telling this story, and suddenly the chat lit up with like, "Yep, I've been there before" energy. It wasn't flashy, it was serious, and sometimes that's exactly what we need. Okay, I also have to call out my besties over at RedThread. One of the most powerful sessions was the last session of the day, as you might expect. Dani Johnson, Vidya Krishnan, and Kendra Angier. They talked about the future is skills-based. This panel brought that future into focus with my girl Dani Johnson jumping in as moderator to cover for her business partner Stacia. The shift towards skills-based organizations is so real, and these are the leaders that are on the front lines. One line from the session resonated across the board. Quote, "The people we have are the people we need." And that simple refrain sparked a wave of reflection. And then when Vidya, Chief Learning Officer from Ericsson, said goodbye to job descriptions, the crowd lit up. They responded like she just tossed the old rule book out the window. Someone from the audience summed it up with just a hallelujah. No more job descriptions. It was real, it was energizing, and it gave people a real vision for what's next. All right, so what did we learn? Well, I think people are craving a lot more than just ideas these days. They want frameworks, they want stories, they want speakers who aren't afraid to be human, and that's what Empower HR 2025 delivered. The best part, if you missed any of it, or you want to relive the magic, you still can. Every session is available on demand. You can go back, take notes, watch it twice if you need to. I literally did in order to put this together. Transformation doesn't happen in one moment. It happens when you keep showing up and doing the work. That's my time here for today. Don't forget, I'm going to do a debrief with the Betterworks team to find out what they loved, what they want to do better next year, and what we can expect next. Until then, I'm Kyle signing off.